give me a few minutes. We're just trying to get going here. This is what Mike and Wes were talking about with the thing in the trench. Alright friends, so today was our last day with the Mini-X. We're just we're digging the 3-foot trench roughly for the service for our garage. As you can see, as he's digging, he's pulling up the old service. Something went wrong with it. It was disconnected. It was left underground. And then when the new owner of the house took over before us, if I zoom in here, you can see that it was being run off of an extension cord. That white cord down there gets plugged in, and we back feed through an electrical socket, and that powers the lights and electricity for the shop. Not good. It's not the right way to do it. We have an electrician coming in to wire in a panel. The panel's installed. We're just digging the trench for the service, and it's going to go around the driveway to where our meters are, and we're going to have 240 in the garage for our MIG welder. So the shop is kind of a bit underwhelming for some of the projects we'd like to do, but at least we'll have proper electricity, so we won't have to rely on running the generator all the time for 240. So just an update of what's going on. It's been a busy weekend here, and we'll go from there. You good? So we're just repositioning ourselves here. We have a tight driveway for living out in the country. We're still kind of in the process of moving, and we have this big aluminum body trailer here. It's stuck in the driveway for now until we can get the rest of it emptied out. We have some toolboxes and stuff that have to come out and go into the garage, but we're just one thing at a time. We spent a lot of time on the excavator this weekend, and we are even bucking some trees. So we're just trying to get as much done while we have the machine, and we'll probably end up renting it out for another weekend. So far, I think the trench is looking pretty good. I've never seen this done before, guys, so you have to bear with me, but it's pretty narrow and pretty uniform here. It's widening up a little bit because of the bucket now cutting with the wider side, but I think we're pretty good here. I don't know how level they have to be, or it's tech cable, I believe, so it's, some guys go as little as 10 inches, but I believe there is a code, and the code says if you're driving over it and stuff, it should be around 3 feet. So we're going 3 feet because we had to plow in the wintertime with the tractor, so.
Jake's just cutting off the old wire that was ran down there. You can see the new cable beside it. We got her down about 30 inches.
That's it. It's cut. We just bury what's there because it runs under the deck, and it's going to be far more troublesome to get it out than it's worth.
Here's the we call it the New Brunswick 9.5 amp service here. This is what's running the garage right now. And it's plugged into the wall out there. So when we get everything done, that'll be history. Wish I would have had a trenching bucket, 18-inch bucket or 19-inch bucket. She makes a big hole, but that's okay. So we're just going to backfill now, get it all done. I got good. This only took me about 25 minutes to dig this out, so I was getting better on it. So there you are. That's today's going ons, and we'll keep going. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell. Please, please, please subscribe. I'm getting lots of views, but you know what? It takes nothing to subscribe. And if you subscribe, you'll see a little bit of feed show up. Ring the bell. You'll always get notified of new content. So whatever you do, please subscribe. It helps the channel out immensely. Talk to you soon.
So I actually don't think there is a code. Supposedly, I'm corrected here. The electrician who's going to be wiring in the service for us said you can go as little as like 10 inches, but we wanted to go 3 feet in this whole pathway because we have a fairly big size 75 horsepower tractor that we drive in here for snow for now. Here we're only going about 1 inch, so we're gonna lay down into this radius, get our slack right. I get it up on the deck for now while he digs, and then we're just gonna backfill in. And I think I'm hoping in a couple hours we're done. This is our first time ever doing this, so maybe people could chime in and maybe make some suggestions if there is a next time. But I know Dad already mentioned a trenching bucket being one of them. I definitely noticed when we had to turn here because of where our vehicles were, the claws started to pull too much off the sides, and that really slowed us down. So it's good that he can position himself and he can get a narrow trough. I think is a lot more efficient. I'm sure there's probably guys out there that could probably almost do it to perfection, but again, it's our first time ever doing this, and neither of us are equipment operators. We're more for working on the equipment than actually operating it. So anyways, guys, just yeah, it's been a busy weekend, no doubt. All this in 2-3 days. So and again, this is a big deal because the hydro has been horrible in the shop. So and it's a little tricky in here. We're tied up against our hallway for the apartment downstairs, so we're getting her. And almost there. We're very close. High power just comes in from there, so we're in the last. We're gonna clean this up and maybe level off the trench. I'm not sure, but we're very close, and now it's just a matter of grading. Spend the rest of the day or the rest of the next couple hours, or however long it takes, grading and smoothing it out, and hopefully return this thing today. So I'll give you guys some more video footage. There's a lot of footage this weekend, and this is kind of the stuff we're adapting to it really is something doing all this stuff. As before we lived in a subdivision, and you know, there's just not much to do. So I guess the only piece of the puzzle that would be missing is a full-size shop. We have like a small garage right now. Other than that, we can pretty much go full bore out here and do as we please. I mean, we're not out in the boonies super. There's neighbors around, but you can still pretty much do what you want. Everybody stays up everybody's hair here, so we're living in what I think is a great community. This would be our first really big weekend. I mean, we've had some weekends of burning stuff, a lot of wood on the property, old wooden canoes and well, we got 3 canoes we got to burn. They're massive. There's on the east coast of Canada, they build these huge long canoes and they put motors on them. So there's some more property cleanup to do. It's been a lot of cleanup, not much like infrastructure stuff or building stuff. This is kind of our first weekend of that. There's more to do. So we'll see what happens. There's always something to do. It's, you know, you just feel better when you stay busy. I apologize if I'm a bit shaky. I've been having to hand dig some radiuses and stuff, and it's been a long day. gonna pause here in a few seconds, guys. I'm gonna move a couple of things so he has a clear way around the when he wants to position himself to dig to get into the power panel there. I'll let you go and I'll be back here in a few seconds or a few minutes. All right, guys, we're just back dragging a bit and trying to smooth it out. We're at the last, gonna say 20% here. We're gonna have to figure out where we want to come out of the hole. We're gonna dig by hand. We're trenched in around here, and then it'll be a matter of getting it all like shaped back in and getting our stones down for now, and then there'll be some like raking and stuff for the aesthetic part of it, and then over time it'll kind of compact down and we'll put some more gravel down. But that's I think that's where we're at. And I'm thinking he thinks he's done with the excavator because you're going up, or we're just gonna load her up now. We're on the outriggers. You want to carry it? Forgot we had a spare bucket with this thing. I think we're gonna have to carry it. I don't know. I don't really know if it's worth driving all up and around there. Yeah, you're on the ramps.
You good?
Yeah. We got a bucket. We got a whole drive. It came with a wider bucket. This is an arrow. When we work with an arrow one all weekend, we didn't see a need for the wider bucket. Rock! Fucking filming.
Hello friends. I'm just going to do a recap on the weekend on what we got done on the homestead. We tore out the 5 big stumps out of here. You can see yesterday's video. I uploaded it. That's the excavator work. This is all clay and garbage right now, so we're going to let it settle for a bit. Then I'll probably get in a tandem load of topsoil and start reshaping it. We dug the ditch out a bit for better flow, but that might need a little bit more work. So we may be getting the excavator back in. The creek stops when there's no rain, but we had quite a bit of rain 3-4 days ago. So, and I'm going to clean all this up, reshape the bank because it looks terrible, and hopefully do something about all the erosion. We'll see. The bottom end was all full of silt, so it wasn't flowing very well into the ditch. So we're going to get this, because I was told that the water did end up over the front lawn and touching the house. And it didn't happen this spring. It all looked good, but you know, famous last words, it looked good. So we'll work on that some more. You ever buy a house in out of province and you can't see it before you buy it? I'm telling you, you might be in for a surprise. So if you can avoid it, do it. COVID's almost over, so I can tell you now, travel, go look at the place. We're not that far away. Made the trip many times on a single weekend, leaving a Friday night from work. Buried the cable for the hydro to the garage, electricity for the Americans. We call it hydro. So I dug that out, backfilled it all, and we'll got a little bit of cleanup work to do. And we're still not quite finished, but I stopped with the excavator. You can see it there on the trailer. I stopped with the excavator because I was getting too close to the house. And this is easy digging, so we'll dig it, finish it off, and dig it by hand where it goes through the wall to the service. It's just tired. It's late in the day. Had a long weekend, so 4 days of work. So there you go. We got her all straightened out. Doesn't look too bad. We had this dug down 3 feet all across here, so we got it back in. I got a temporary power cord running the garage for now. I'll do a bunny video tomorrow. You're going to be really surprised and really happy with what you see, so stay tuned for that. Here's the junk left over, pulled out of the ground. You can see the service was a bit compromised. The next door neighbor said it worked, but the power panel was never wired, so I don't understand what was connected to. So yeah, we had the TYM, ran good all weekend. We moved the stumps with it. I'm gonna do an oil change video on that. I'm gonna change the 50-hour oil early. That's where we go. I dragged the canoes out of the bush. You can see them back there. These are long canoes that the folks out here like so much. And there's the stumps. There's the more stumps. So we were burning. This is slow burning because they're saturated with water. Even though the trees were cut down 3 years ago, the stumps are still pretty juicy. You can see the stump wood doesn't burn that well. Cut down some trees back here. Got a little bit of mess to clean up. There's a brush pile there I broke into to break it up so we can get it burnt. So you can see, got a little bit of firewood that's got to be split and put to dry. 1, 2, 3, 4 more stumps, 5 more stumps to take care of. Got to cut the canoes up. Just a little bit more junk to get rid of. We're making headway. This opens up the backyard. When this is all finished, this will be nice, so that you can get around with the quad, because it was cut off right to here. So what I like to do is make it angled this way so you can rip around. It's kind of fun in the wintertime, gives you something to do if you get a snowmobile. Take Tookie, my grandson, out. So we're gonna cut these messes up. Got that to work on. Yeah. So I mean, for the cost of the renting that excavator, I'll be bringing it back, and we'll get some more work done with it. Everything's good. I did punch a couple of holes in the bush, and I'll just brush cut a clear trail, so when my grandson comes, we can play on the quad and go there. I got some more mess to clean up here. There was a giant tree that I tried to pick up, and it just completely broke into pieces. You can see the pieces there. It was rotten, full of bugs. So we'll be cleaning this mess up, and it'll be getting burned, if it will burn. She's pretty mushy. So clean up one mess, make 2 others, no big deal. So there you go. We'll leave you the beautiful shot of the TYM. It's getting a wax job very soon. In the Wonder Hitch. I wonder what color it'll be tomorrow. And that's about it. So thanks for helping out this weekend and all the support. Reed, thank you. Thank you for commenting. Yeah, it was a bit of fun. So that's it. It's Sunday night and I'm tired. We had enough fun for one weekend. We'll see you soon. Please subscribe. Hit the like button. We live on likes. We live on subscriptions. See you soon. Say bye, Jake.
See you later, guys.